Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and for today's video, it would not be about me or Greg, but it would be about the Schengen visa that I got approved 3 months ago when I went to Belgium. So it is a family visit visa, and thankfully we were able to get the whole 3 months because pag kukuha kasi ng family visit visa, you can get it for a maximum amount of 3 months or 90 days. So we were able to maximize the amount of the visa and went there. I am saying we because I went with my father. So diretsahan na to sa mga requirements. I have here my cover letter of the things that I submitted, and I have here the official checklist of what they need from us. So these are the documents that they need from you. But what I submitted myself for these, first of all, it's very important that you have a cover letter, because a cover letter would explain everything. Alright? It would explain everything. Bakit ka nag-submit ng ganito? Bakit kulang dyan? Bakit wala ka nito? And this and that. Okay? So, if you have your cover letter, they will ask questions like, bakit wala siya nito? But when they look at your cover letter, it's detailed there that they don't have this blah 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 because of these reasons blah blah blah. So you should have a really good cover letter, and what you should have in your cover letter is your purpose of travel, who you're visiting, for how long you're gonna stay, why do you have these documents, why don't you have these documents submitted, and the actual documents that is inside your application. Okay? Now let me give you an idea of what's gonna happen after you confirm your application, or like if you're gonna submit your application. First is that you're not gonna go directly to the embassy for a visit visa, but you're gonna go to VFS Global. VFS Global is the third-party agency na naghahatid ng application mo to the embassy. So magsiset ka ng appointment not to the embassy, but to VFS Global. So you're just gonna have to go to their website. I'm gonna put the link below as well. You're just gonna have to go to their website and confirm an appointment. Okay? And you have to select things there in their website. Make sure to select Belgium, if you're applying to Belgium, your country, and the kind of visa that you're applying to. What they're gonna need from you is 2 sets. One original and 1 photocopy. Okay? And you should also print your appointment confirmation. So it should be on the top part of your application. So here's what's gonna happen. Appointment, confirmation, cover letter, and then the application form, and then everything. Okay? So what you're gonna submit is 2 sets. First is the original, and second is the photocopy. Okay? And never ever staple your things, okay, because they would not allow you to staple it. And make sure as well that sa nakasaad sa cover letter mo na mga files, you have to arrange it as well as is, as it is, so that they would not be confused. Okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go, by the way, Belgium embassy is in Manila. It's in Makati. I am from Cebu, but I had to go to Manila for my biometrics. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna have your 2 sets of your papers files submitted. After that, they're gonna tell you to go to the place where you can take your photo if you don't have your passport size photo yet, and then you're gonna have your biometrics and then another photo. These are the general requirements. By the way, guys, you can check as well everything that I submitted on the description box below, okay, if I am too fast. So first, what they're gonna need from you is a visa application form, which you can get in their checklist, because hyperlink siya, if you can see, and then if you click it, you can get the visa application form. Don't you worry, I will put the PDF file as well, or the link, or however I can do it below. And after that, they need your passport with validity of at least 3 months after the end of the planned journey. Okay, so dapat just make sure that your passport will be valid even after your journey. Because like if like nagiging complex kasi yung application, if your passport is about to expire, they'll be saying that, you know, why not renew your passport first before you travel. Next is copy of the data page of the passport together with all the pages having visas and stamps. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna scan your passport, or photocopy it, show the front page of your passport, and as well as if you have previous travels, you just have to include that as well, like yung stamps mo, yung visas mo from other countries, you have to include that. And then after that, they're gonna need one passport sized photo from you. Next is proof of ties in the Philippines. Guys, this is so crucial because one of the things that they are really like looking when you submit a application for visa is your proof of ties. So for visit visa, what you can prove as a proof of ties is your social security contributions, meaning, you know, your SSS, meron ka bang job. For me, I am not working. What I have is a business in the Philippines. So what I gave as proof of that is the picture of the business itself. And since I am not paying tax yet, because it is a new business, what I gave them is a DTI registration online, which you can get on the same day. Like mag-register ka, after you register, you just have to pay for it, and then bam, you have your DTI registration. And that's what I submitted to them as proof of ties. Next is copy of real estate property. If you have a house or you have properties like your car or your motorcycle, you have to show that as well, that you have that. Kasi may isip talaga nila na may babalikan ka because you have these properties in the Philippines. Since I didn't have that, what I showed was the contract of our house, which is my father who traveled with me. So it was okay. Next is proof of family ties in the Philippines. Example, if you have children, you have to give them, you have to submit their birth certificate. If you're married, you're gonna submit your marriage certificate. What they ask from me is they actually ask for a family composition. Nakuha ko siya sa barangay hall. I just asked them to put everyone living in the same house as me. So I'm just gonna show you real quick, okay? So just showing that I am living on the same house with these people. So like it's me, my father, and everyone that is living in the same house with me. So they asked family composition from me through email. They said that as follow-up they need a family composition. So if you can get family composition, might as well just get it. Next is the supporting documents they need from you. Proof of travel. So what is proof of travel? This is a copy of your travel itinerary. Okay, so they don't really need a confirmed ticket, because like what if hindi ka ma-approve, like you're refused, then your ticket will be wasted. You can get a dummy ticket. Dummy ticket is a reservation from the airlines na hindi pa siya confirmed, but once ma-approve yung visa mo, is you can confirm it and you can book the ticket. You can get this through a travel agent. They will help you out how to make dummy tickets and all. I showed my dummy ticket, and then I also showed my travel itinerary. So they need like a day-to-day or like maybe a week of things that you are gonna do while you're outside of the country or in the country, because like Schengen, you can go to like Schengen area countries, so they need it from you. Even if you just stay in Belgium, if you're going to France the next week and then the next month you're going to Germany whatsoever, you have to put that in your itinerary. It should be detailed. Next is a travel medical insurance. So you need a medical insurance, and their insurance should be issued by one of their accredited insurance company. Example of this is AXA, Allianz, and there's a lot more in their list. Hyperlink pa rin yung makikita mo sa PDF file nila, so you can always click it and see the accredited insurance. As for me, I got Allianz, and what they need from you is a minimum coverage of 30,000 euros while you're there in the Schengen area, and it should be valid in all the countries of Schengen, and it should cover the whole period of your trip. So for us, we got our insurance from Allianz, and our insurance was valid for 3 months while we were there. And good thing with the insurances as well right now is they cover COVID, so might as well ask if they can cover like COVID for you. Next is the proof of financial means of the applicant. What are these? You're gonna show your bank statements. They're gonna ask you 3 months of bank statements, payslips, regular income, and if you're a minor, you're gonna show guardian's economic means, or yung legal guardian mo, you're gonna show it to them. So what I did, because I had a business, what I did is I just gave them a bank certification of how much money is inside my bank account, and then I showed them as well my latest bank statements, which are for 3 months. For example, you don't have bank statements, you don't have income because you're fully sponsored by your boyfriend or someone from Schengen area. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna explain this in your cover letter. I'm gonna explain cover letter to you guys later on. So if you don't have these, you don't have to worry if you're fully sponsored. Okay, you just have to explain it that you don't have these things because my travel is fully sponsored by my partner or someone from the country, so I cannot provide you these things. It's okay, there's no problem with that, especially if you're a student or if you're fully dependent to your sponsor. It's okay. Next is proof of occupation. So what you're gonna show is your certificate of employment, certificate of leave absence, that your job is allowing you to go to the country for some time, and then your latest ITR or income tax return, which you can get to BIR. This is actually your form 2316. If you're self-employed, you can show DTI, right, sa business ko, because what happened was my proof of ties was my business, and as well my proof of occupation or income is my business. So I just doubled it. What I did is I put it there as my proof of ties and as well as my proof of income. So I just photocopied it twice. It's fine. So what I had was the DTI, then latest income tax return of your business, and your business financial statement. I wasn't able to provide, I actually explained to them as well that I wasn't able to provide my latest financial statement for my business because it's new. It's not running much yet. I explained that. And if you're traveling with your spouse or your children, you just have to give your marriage certificate and the birth certificate of the kids. Okay, so you're just gonna show the birth certificate of your kids or with the person that you're traveling with. If it's your spouse, you're just gonna show the marriage contract. The next, if it's for minors, what you're gonna provide is copy of your birth certificate. By the way, guys, it should be PSA copy, okay? It should not be the older version of the birth certificate. It should be issued by PSA. What you can do for your PSA, if malayo ka sa office, is you can have it delivered sa inyong bahay, You just have to go to their official website, you have to pay for it, and then you can get it 7 days or even rushed. Okay, and the next files that you're gonna submit is the documents specifically for traveling for the purpose of family visit or private invitation. So this is what they're asking from you. It's proof of relationship. So what you can get to see proof of relationship is, first, if you have pictures together, that's very nice, you can put that. If you're married, you're gonna have to show a marriage contract. You can show as well your conversations. You can show your video calls and the duration of your calls. What I did, since it was my sister, I just put my sister's birth certificate and her copy of her passport. So it's not that complicated because it was my sister. Next is the proof of sponsorship. And they're gonna ask an original affidavit of support, Annex 3 BIS, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's like 3 Annex 3 Bs. And where you can get it is from the Belgian municipality. And this should be original, guys. Okay? So what they're gonna do is you're gonna ask your partner or your family from Schengen area. You're just gonna have to tell them that they have to go to Belgium or their municipality to get the affidavit of support. And it should be original, delivered to the Philippines. We delivered it via DHL, the courier. It arrived to us after 2 weeks. Next is their copy of Belgian ID card or ID card from any country that they belong to. That's what they need. And then, or the resident ID card. Next is the family composition of the sponsor. They can get it as well in the municipality. Next, recent proof of income of the sponsor. So they need 3 months, at least 3 last month's salary pay slips and last income tax assessment paper from the finance department in Belgium. Okay, so what my sister provided me is she actually got as well her house there, their declaration that it's their house. They provided that. They provided their tax, yes, the last income tax assessment paper from their finance department in Belgium, and then her 3 months salary payslip. Okay. And then if you're not staying naman in their house, what you can show as proof of accommodation is like your hotel bookings of where you're gonna stay, and it should cover the period that you're staying there. So aside from the cover letter, I also submitted invitation letter. It was from my sister. I made my sister make a cover letter for us. So anyway, for COVID things, right now, what they asked from me is my Vaccert PH record, which you can find in their website. If you're fully vaccinated, you just have to go to Vaccert PH. I'm gonna put the link below. Just gonna put your vaccination details, and then from there on, you can get your Vaccert, your vaccination certification, which would look like this. This is what they needed from me. So that's what I got for COVID things. So just to summarize everything, application, go to VFS website, get the application form, have 2 copies, make sure to organize your files, and please put a cover letter and invitation letter. Okay? Even if they're not asking it from their website, you should provide it because it would explain things. So I guess that's it. Good luck, everyone, and if you have more questions for me, you can always comment down below and I will answer it as soon as I can.